Scott, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. What's up, Helmer? It's been a while.
It has been a while. I'm back in the Cincinnati area. You just fed me the staple of Cincinnati, the Skyline chili. I'm one of the people that I don't miss it when I'm gone. Do you think you always have to have it? Yeah, you have it a lot.
I have it a lot because it is right off our exit, and there's not much else out here. So yeah, maybe twice a week.
What's your go-to?
But I would be so fine to be out of town and not have it.
What's your go-to?
I don't know. I like the 4-way with onions, but Brittany's got me hooked on the Cholitos with spaghetti.
Yeah.
Which, that's good. So, I don't know. But one of those two.
Yeah, I just got the coney with the habanero. The habanero cheese is, you can't, I don't know, to me you can't turn it down.
Yeah, you ordered that and I was grossed out.
Well, anyway, yeah, and we're also in your new house. You just moved in, like, it was being built, but you just moved in like a month ago.
Yeah, actually, we're in your new house right now.
Yeah.
Your new house is in my driveway.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so, yeah, we just moved in about a month ago and still trying to get settled. We got stuff scattered everywhere, and yeah.
And you're out in the sticks. Like, there's no one around you. No one. Well, I should take that back. They're like 10 acres away.
Yeah. My dad is behind us a little ways, and then my sister's going to be building out here too. But yeah, that's about it.
Like on this road that you're on, I was like,
gravel road.
Yeah, there's nobody. It's like that. It's like some movie you would see. I can't think of the movie. Like, it's just the one house, and that's you guys, and a new house. Like,
yeah, I like it like that.
So, in my opinion, you're like the not premier, but the guest to have, because you do motocross and mountain bikes, and you've been sponsored. Have you been sponsored mountain bikes? Were you sponsored?
Oh, yeah. Actually, back in the day when I raced downhill, I mean, not like no big sponsor.
Yeah.
But like that Horns Hill actually used to have a mountain bike team, and I was on that. And then Dave Huff ended up taking that team over. I forget what the heck it was called, but I was on that for a little bit, and then got back into the dirt bike a little bit. So.
But you started on bikes. That was where you started dirt bikes forever ago, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing else, just straight dirt bikes as a kid.
Well, I rode BMX.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. I actually, when I was about 11 or 12, I raced BMX. And then got into dirt bikes from one of my buddies. And I was a little late into the dirt bikes.
If you don't start when you're like 5 now, you're late.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming out on 2 wheels now, out of the vagina.
So you just said, screw BMX, this dirt bike thing's badass, it has a motor, I don't have to pedal all the time.
Well, it wasn't that easy.
Do you want me to turn that heater on?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dirt bike thing, my family didn't have much money, so I rode one of my buddy's bikes for a long time. And then my parents bought me a used little YZ80. It was pink. It's weird. And and actually a girl owned it. And so I started off racing that. And then I got a new bike, another Yamaha 80. And then I got a 125. And then I started picking up the pace. And I don't know. I was big into watching, the pros on TV and everything, and I'm like, I want to do that. They make money, whatever. And I had this thing where I never wanted a job. I didn't want to work, so I was like, I got to get fast on dirt bikes. And I ended up semi-doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough, for
me
to retire on or nothing. But
what was your first year you did a national or regional race? How old were you?
Well, so you have to be 16, back then, to go pro.
Yeah.
So as soon as I turned 16, and I jumped into the pro stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And then you're like, how how did you do on your first race?
Uh, I don't even know. I have no clue. Let's see. Probably fairly good.
Yeah, I would say you had to do all right because you didn't tell yourself, well, I suck. You kept doing it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't giving up, so because I did not want to work. Like,
I
freaking.
still don't want to work.
Yeah. Who the hell wants to work? But yeah, I just wanted to ride dirt bikes, make money at it, and then, doing that, riding the dirt bikes, you come across like stuff you would never see in your life if you didn't live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's just like you see the world, you see everything.
How old were you when you started like traveling around?
Oh, right away.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and like a lot of times, so when we would go, out of state, far away racing, and we would stay places, I would race like local races in between the pro races to, just scrape up a little money.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're always riding and just doing that. I don't know, just riding a dirt bike and having fun, hanging out with friends. Everybody was friends, so it was cool.
So you traveled around, then you got on the national circuit, and then how much different was that from like a regional traveling around to once you got to the nationals and you were racing the big boys?
So yeah, like the pro stuff, the pro nationals, like the guys getting last are freaking fast. Like everybody's fast, but the guys out front are just on a different level. So the difference, there's just nobody slow. Like in the main event, there's nobody slow. Like where you go like a regional type thing. I don't know. When you say regional, I think of like arena cross because it's kind of like a step down from like supercross.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Arena cross was the field wasn't, the talent wasn't as deep, and you could get away with a lot more like partying. That was like our favorite thing, was to party and then race. So arena cross, you could do both of those and still do pretty decent.
What was, how many times did you get hungover and you had to race the next day?
Every time. Swear. Probably every time.
Give me like one that you like just is in your skull that's just god awful time. I'm gonna turn this heater on while you talk.
One of the best ones. So we went out to Reno for the arena cross, and we went out partying. I never made it back to the room. I ended up going from the bar straight from having a taxi take me to the track. So I went from the bar to the track for our morning practice and qualifiers. So that one sticks out the most.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty wild.
How was that track?
I swear I was drunk racing.
Really?
Yeah, and like I felt like I did pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was getting ready to follow up with that. Like some people who are, I'll say one time I was in high school, we went out senior year, school's about over. We went out to like 2 a.m. to a strip club and drank. Then my first period was PE, and I was like, man, I am still drunk, and I crushed it. Like playing, I think we played kickball, and they're like, man, you're on another level. I was like, yeah. Next period, I had English I flatlined. I was like done. My head hit the desk. The teacher's like, you all right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think alcohol is beneficial. There was another race where I wasn't out partying, but it was an outdoor national. I think it was Glen Helen or Sacramento, one of the two. And I was with one of the guys I was on this team with, and he's like, so in between the motos, right before the first moto, he's like smashing a beer, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? We're getting ready to go out racing. He's like, I do this before every moto. And he's like pretty good, double-digit guy. And I was like, fuck it, let me try it. So I smashed a beer and we went out, raced the first moto, and I don't really know how that went, but that was just something I remember.
So you said double-digit guy. I know what you're talking about, but can you explain that? Like, how's that work?
So basically, he was one of the top 99 in the previous year. So, you get so many points, and then, if you won, then you're running the number one plate,
Yeah.
second, and so on. But he was top 100 finisher the previous year.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, not a lot, but some guys, they'll just hold their 3-digit number forever and whatever. But
Just kind of like a thing, like they just like that number and they never hold it. Like you like to hold 150.
yeah, like a Lessie.
Yeah.
So he's rocked number 800 since he was, a kid on minis.
So supposedly someone wanted that number. I can't think of who it is, and he asked Alessi, or something like that, and he just kind of like didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story yet. I think he's might be. Oh, that's what it was. He was in Loretta's and he was running 800 like a young kid.
So Loretta's you have to run a 2-digit number.
Okay.
Loretta's, everybody's either a single or 2-digit number. They don't use 3-digit there, but it could have been something similar.
So when you're out like doing Glen Helen and all that, are you like, man, this is the shit?
Well, that's been so freaking long ago. But yeah, when I was out there, it's just, I don't know. I think I've like dreamt it so much as like how I knew how it should have felt or whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt normal, but it was cool. The tracks are a lot different actually. More west you go, the tracks are just opened up a lot more. Then you come back east, tracks are more tighter, and the dirt's a lot different. We get a lot of ruts over here, where out west it's hard pack and blue groove and rocky.
What's Glen Helen? After you go up the hill, you come back down like flying before you go right back up. Is it just gnarly?
Yeah, it's huge. Well, so now it's sandy out there. And there were some sandy sections when I was out there. But anyways, yeah, the hills, you have no clue, like, until you walk them or you're on a bike on them.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going up and having a downshift getting close to the top.
Wow.
So it's like, they're gnarly.
Now, for Glen Helen, do you change your gear ratio just for that race? Just because of that?
No. Outdoors, I hardly changed my gearing at all.
Really?
The only place really I ever did was arena cross. Supercross here and there, but not too often.
Okay. Did you ever do, what's the one owned by, is it Mount Morris up there in Minnesota?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, no, the one owned by the Martins.
Millville, Minnesota, yeah.
Did you ever ride that?
Spring Creek. Yeah. Yeah, their hills there are really steep, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that better than like something out in California, or same?
I don't know. I kind of like that because they got the sand rollers.
Yeah.
And the Whoop Monster.
Yeah.
That guy, he's a legend. But yeah, I like that track probably a little better.
So you do the circuit. Oh, I gotta mention something. So tell about the race where you're like almost whole shot and you got like Ricky Carmichael and those guys behind you.
Oh yeah, that was Southwick. 1 year. I think I come around the corner in like third.
Is there a video of this? Do you know?
You can find a picture someplace.
Okay.
I may have one like magazine or something. But anyways, it was the first moto. Come around. Ricky had the whole shot, and then it was Jeff Gibson from Ohio, one of my buddies. I think he was about second. I was about third. We come sweeping around the corner, and then the whole pack is right there. Well, anyways, I was holding up front not up front, but like whatever.
Top five.
Yeah. For a few laps, and I was already getting tired and wore out, and I just said, screw this. Like, that track gets gnarly, like super, super gnarly, and I wasn't in no condition for it. So I ended up riding back to the pits, and I had a pickup truck back then. And I just drove it right into the back of the pickup truck and left after the first moto because I was wasting my time.
Do you think there was a part of like nerves, like I shouldn't be up here, or
yeah, nerves were bad for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that track, for anybody don't know, it's a sand track, deep sand.
All sand.
So when you're privateering like you are back in the day, are you coming back home during the week, or are you staying out? Like,
it just depends where it was, how far. But most likely we're staying there.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, it just depends really. Like when we were going out west, we would just stay there until it's time to come back east. But when we get back east, everything's more congested. Like out west, races are spaced,
Yeah.
really far away. Back here, everything's close, so we could come home or we could stay wherever.
So when you're out west, are you what are you doing during the week to kind of like are you just drinking, partying?
No.
Like, how do you condition?
I did actually get into a little groove of that. I was hanging out with some people out there and just partying every night, and I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. But yeah, so that stuff was more of the motocross stuff. But like supercross, we would, because the weather up here, we can't ride. So there would be a lot of us from Ohio travel down south to like Georgia or whatever. We would stay at one of our buddies, Justin Applewhite's. We'd stay there for the winter and just base out of his place in Georgia. And then I rode for a team out of Texas too, where I stayed there a winter, and then just mainly Georgia, Florida, and Texas.
But like during the week in between races on the West Coast, what would you do?
Just stay out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Find like a practice track or go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean everybody that rides we all know each other, and if get groups together, go ride.
So, Mr. Ryan Roth, who's been on the podcast, shout out to Ryan, was your mechanic.
Yeah.
Traveled around with you.
Yeah.
How did
he's
you all?
He's freaking lazy. That's why he's not here. He didn't want to drive.
So how did you become a mechanic? Was he already like just hanging around the scene? How did you all get that connection?
I really have no clue. He was always into dirt bikes and stuff, and he sucked. So no, I don't know. I have no clue how that worked out. It just happened, and we traveled a lot together.
Yeah.
All over, and yeah.
And now you guys are quote unquote neighbors.
Kind of.
Yeah. How many miles? 5?
He's probably about, I don't know, 5 to 10.
That's 5 and 10's a big difference.
All right, let's see. Let me really think about it. Let's see. I'd say 10. Yeah, he's probably 10 miles away.
So you're doing the circuit. How many years, or when did you say, "Hey, man, I think I'm just gonna hang it up," or was it a crash or something that made you hang it up?
Well, there was a combination of things. So I did. My son was born, and when he was born, I kind of like. Actually, it was when his mom was pregnant. When she got pregnant, I kind of thought some things out, like racing needs to be second, and I need to come up with a steady income. So I got a job, and I still raced on weekends. I just, based out of my house and just drove back and forth. I didn't race as much, but then I ended up getting hurt, and after that is when I just kind of chilled out. So I still always rode and raced, but I was just more focused on, I think,
family.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
What? So after that, when did you like? Okay, I went to the dirt bikes, but there's this mountain biking thing that's kind of going on. How did that transition?
So the mountain bike, I don't know. It started becoming a thing, like dirt bike guys cycling and all that, and they're on their Schwinn Airdynes and whatever, the stationary bikes. Well, I was like, maybe I'll get into mountain biking to do some cross training, whatever. And started doing that, started getting more into it. And I started seeing like the downhill stuff, and I was like, that looks fucking sick. So I ended up, actually, before I got my downhill bike, I was riding this old Trek, like Sessions 77 or something. The big, whatever, pile of shit. But anyways, that thing sucked. And I was racing like, I think I went to Snowshoe on it, a few other places, and I ended up, I'm like, I need to get a downhill bike and do this shit right. So I ended up getting a Specialized, what the hell's their
I have no clue.
bike? I don't know. I'll probably think of it when we're done. But yeah, so I ended up getting one of their bikes, and there was the bike doctor up there in New York or whatever.
Yeah.
They sponsored the Horns Hill team, and I got some deal on the bike through them. Demo 8, that's what it is. Specialized Demo 8. Yeah, so I got that. Then I started racing like the Gravity East Series. I was doing that and doing pretty good. It was fun. There's no money in it, but yeah, doing that, and yeah, that's it.
So.
And then then I got into the cross country a little bit. Started doing that, and then I don't know. They had the 6-hour races and all that, doing that stuff, and then the enduro thing started happening.
You're the only person I know that went backwards.
That's not going backwards.
You went from downhill to XC. I'll going forward, I'm gonna keep a tally on every guest I have who's gone from downhill to XC. He might be the only person.
Probably.
But but on the downhill side, yeah, there wasn't money into it. But you got sponsored right away, basically.
Yeah, but it had probably something to do with dirt bikes.
Oh, you think? Maybe. I don't know. But that's cool, though.
Yeah. The downhill, man, that shit is bad.
Yeah.
I like it. I would keep doing it, but it's just, I don't know.
When's the last time you rode it, like Snowshoe or something like that?
Probably about, I don't know, 7 years.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I was wanting to go this year, but the house, all that stuff.
Do we ever tell you the story about us riding, the Cupcake Gap? You know where that is?
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not good with trail names.
No, it's just a gap, like as you're coming to ski lift.
The
wood.
The wooden
Yeah.
top. Yeah.
So me and Kevin Delk are over there, and he's like, man, I think I'm going to do it. I was like, all right. I was like, I'll ask this guy, and he'll tell you in. He's like, oh, no, let me look one more time. I was like, sorry. So we ride underneath it, and we're like just past it, and we're looking back at it. This guy comes flying down it, and he's like way too fast. You could see in the air he's trying to like slow his speed down. And the way the trail goes, you hit this drop, and then it lands, and then you go into a berm. He landed in the apex of that berm. Like that's how far he went down, and he just went like flipped and flipped and flipped. And I was just like, oh my god! Like everybody rushed to him. And then they finally turned him over. He was coughing. I was just like, I couldn't even ride down the trail. I was just like, I rode down like a blue-black trail like as slow as I could because mentally I was just like, holy cow. So come to find out that guy got air carried.
Oh shit.
So we were there, and then like Jake and Joby and Jacob, Jake's brother-in-law, were all back at the cabin. They're like, holy shit, man. Helmer and Delk went down. That's what they were thinking. Then we showed up like, oh man, we thought it was you guys. We're like, didn't seem like you were in a rush. You still just kind of hung out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Snowshoe's good. Man, the drive, it's no man's land over there.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say the dude ended up being Hunter. No, it is. It's in the middle of nowhere. My buddy Fish, he raced downhill with me, and we were driving out there one time, and a deer just ran right into the side of his van. Like, we're driving by it. Yeah. We look at it, and the motherfucker just took off and ran into the side of the van. We're like, what just happened?
Do some West Virginia shit, man.
Yeah.
But, so you went downhill. You're like, all right, well, there's not money in this, even though it's fun. And then you're like, well, these XC races are picking up locally. Let me just switch over to that. Is that basically how it went?
Yep. Yeah, it's like, I have to constantly be doing something.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do my first enduro, the southern enduro where I live. It's Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. The first one's in Texas, which is like 9 hours away. Then it comes back up to Arkansas. I think I'm going to try that.
Oh, yeah.
February, come on out.
Okay.
But, so what'd you think of, you never did anything XC or you did probably road training when you were doing motocross maybe, but what'd you think of XC versus downhill? Were you like, this is cool, or are you like...
No. No. It's like, so you're always looking for a challenge. So the challenge of XC was just do 6-hour races.
Yeah.
Like just, doing it and being able to, I guess, push all the way till the end. So that was my only challenge out of that.
So I did a 2-man 6-hour with Delk, and I've never done a race. I was just like, you sure? He's like, yeah, man, we'll have fun. I'm like, okay. So he does the first lap, and then I do the second lap, and then he goes around, and it's my turn to go around again. And he looks at me, he's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you good? I'm like, yeah. And I took off, and then like halfway, each lap's like 13 miles, like halfway I bonked. But I'm like, I got through it, but I was just like so slow. And then I was like, when we came back, I was like, why'd you ask me like so hard like how I was doing? He goes, 'cause you look like shit. But yeah, those 6 hours are no joke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any desire to do any of that ever again.
I want to.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll probably end up doing it on my enduro bike too.
You're nuts.
Because I can't afford to buy another bike.
So
It costs too much.
Joby did the Mohican 60 mile on an Evil.
Jesus.
It's like he's asking for punishment.
Yeah.
Have you done that race?
No, but I've heard it's got a lot of punchy climbs to it.
So that's something we're in May. I think it's May. There you go. You should do that.
Are you going?
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, me either.
I'm the endurance thing. Don't get me wrong. I like to be in shape, but like riding a hardtail again and all that, I just don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I won't do it. It's too far of a drive for a XC race.
Do you remember the time trials we did at? Well, they still have them in Idlewild. The flow, like the fun line they used to have it, where you would go down that nice berm downhill and climb.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Yeah.
Now they have it to where it's like just a killer technical.
Yeah. The last climb there.
Brutal.
Yeah. What the. That thing.
Even after the first lap, you got 2 more laps. You're just like, that's not gonna happen. And then you go through a grass field, and you think, oh, it's just a field. No, the resistance is stupid.
That grass field will wear you out.
Yeah.
Like right away. That's you start in the grass, and then end in the grass. It's like it just kills you.
Kills you, dude. I remember one time I thought I was gonna puke when I was done. I was just like, oh. They're like, you all right? I was like, just let me lay here. Bring that mic a little closer to you.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Like, when I'm done with the time trial, it's over.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, our buddy Zach, who does pretty good in enduro, he still, when he's in town, I should say, he still does a time trial. He's like, dude, it's a great training race. He's like, don't get me wrong, he's like, I use it for training for enduro racing. I was like, oh, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see where it would help because, I mean, you're spiking your heart rate.
Yeah.
Basically the whole time.
Yeah.
Of the time trial. So, yeah, I could see where it would help him.
Dude, I had somebody on that time trial. This guy, he was like slow, and there was like a line building up behind me, and he's like, I was like, hey man, I got a line going left, and he wouldn't ever get over. Finally, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna blaze my trail. So I went by him. This was going on for a while. This isn't like right away. I just like went left from my bars and then went hard right into his bars. I was like, move.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. People are probably gonna hate on me because I know that's not good etiquette. But this dude was not being the nicest guy on the trail.
Asshole.
So, so you've done XC. I know you don't do road biking because I rode with you on your road bike, and that thing sounds like a train's coming at me because of the brakes.
I ride that thing all the time out here.
Really?
Yeah. I just grab the brakes when a dog comes after me.
Yeah.
It scares them. There's so many dogs out here. People don't keep them on chains or nothing. They just chase you down.
And so what's like something that I know you got the house, so it's probably a little rough. What's something that you are trying to look forward to as you go on? Any racing you want to do?
Yeah, so I just want to get back in shape because
Yeah.
I'm a freaking piece of shit right now. I want to get a turn track going in the back for the dirt bike, and then I want to, get back into. I want to do some more enduros on the mountain bike. And yeah, I don't know if I can go to Loretta's next year. It just depends on the rules. If I can do that, I'm gonna go down there again.
When is that? What month?
August.
Okay.
It's the first week of August.
So you should train for the Mohican, then you'll be ready, and you just got June, July. Hopefully you don't just fall off, and then you got August.
No, because when I start training on the dirt bike, when I get on the dirt bike and train, it's just like that's my focus.
Really?
Yeah, I won't bounce back and forth. I just like to, go home, whatever, put in the work, and then just be done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What so right now you're on a KX. You've been on a KX for a while, right?
Since about, let's see, it's shit, I don't know. Probably 3 years maybe.
Okay. What'd you have before that? Do you know?
Yamaha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blue Crew.
Yeah.
So on the KX, since it's been 3 years, you obviously like the bike. Why do you feel so comfortable on that?
Well, that doesn't mean I like
Why
it.
do I feel like you're just going to say, I got a good deal?
No, it's I don't want to spend the money to buy a new one.
Okay.
And that one, it doesn't have very much time on it.
Does it fit you pretty good?
Yeah, it's all right. I like it. 450 is not really the best choice for Loretta's just because the track's so tight. But I can manage. I'll be all right. The Kawasaki, though, out of the Japanese brands would be my pick. But out of all brands, it'd probably be KTM or the Gas.
Really? Have you rode either? Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure you rode a KTM, but I guess Gas, how much different is it?
Yeah, I haven't rode the Gas. They just look cool.
Yeah.
Can I drink one?
Yeah. I'll get it for you.
My Michelob Ultra is gone.
It's not the coldest.
Oh, it's fine.
This is a hard kombucha that I got from somebody in Arkansas. So let me tell you about kombucha. What do you think?
Yeah.
What? So
It's very highly carbonated
yeah.
and fruity.
So I thought I've never had kombucha, and so they were like, I was real scared to take it because I thought kombucha. Now it is, but not as much as I thought. I thought it was just a pure probiotic. Like, hey, you drink this, you're gonna
Live forever.
no, you're gonna go to the bathroom immediately.
And live forever.
Yeah. But it wasn't like that. And actually, ended up having like 3 or 4 of them. They're pretty good. So the reason I was drinking this is because ever since I got COVID, I found out I kind of got, I don't know how bad it is, but like they call it celiac disease, to where like if I drink a beer, I feel full for like 24 hours. Like I'm just like, man, it is not going anywhere. Same with like pizza or anything like that has a lot of that stuff in it. So I've been trying to like float around different ideas. This helps a little bit, but I will say after having 3 or 4 like later that night, later,
Yeah.
I was pretty gassy. So maybe that's like, it was cleaning me out. It was like going through all the garbage.
I'll be at work tomorrow in the bathroom all day.
I had kombucha.
Yeah. So yeah, after I had COVID, like shit's been weird for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I forget things. It's fucking weird.
Well, that could be with age.
Yeah, it probably is. And then, like my chest, like my whatever chest hurts, and I get short of breath easy. I'm like, it's fucked up.
Do you ever think maybe Brittany's holding a pillow over top of you at night, and you're like, you wake up, you're like, God, what the hell? She was on top of you, just trying to like smother you.
I wish. No, I don't think so.
I'm just kidding. Brittany's great, but so.
Yeah, he winked.
So Friday we're going to Knoxville. Fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get a crew. There's like a full crew in this van.
Yeah,
Friday.
we're gonna be packed deep.
Yeah, deep. There is a bike rack. That's only. Here's the thing about the bike rack. I'm getting on a tangent. I bought a bike rack for 3 bikes. I was like, I mean, how often am I gonna carry more than 3 bikes? Because my old rack was a 3 bike, but it was like long. No one ever wanted to put their bike on because it looked like shit.
Oh, is that the one I saw?
So I have the one well, you can't see it, it's dark, but I got the standing one still.
Okay.
So I was back and forth. I was like 3 or 4, 3 or 4, and then people were like, "Oh, how often are you gonna have 4 bikes?" I'm like, "Good point." So I got the 3. I'm always got bikes now. It's like it's always full. Like I can't have enough now.
It's because your vehicle's a lot bigger. You can
Yeah.
fit more people.
So we got 3 on the back, but we got like 6 people going. So we got enough seats. It's the space for the bikes. We'll figure it out though.
Yeah. I definitely want shotgun, or I want in the back.
Well, here's the thing. This podcast will come out before that trip, so we'll see what happens.
Damn it.
Yeah, maybe you can just call it now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I got shotgun at some point.
Or the back. We'll
I don't
figure
want to
it
be
out.
in the pickle party right there in the middle. But yeah.
The pickle. I think I can get. I'll ask the previous owner because he's in this area if I can get the other row of seats. If he still has
That'd
it,
be
just
sick.
borrow it for that trip. But then that does shorten our room for bikes.
Wait, isn't that back in Arkansas?
No, I bought this here.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you could just get like 1 if you can do that. It's
Well-
probably 2.
It's gonna look just like that row.
All right.
I know people are just listening. Are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell me about the seats in the van.
Yeah. So there's a row in the back. It's like almost like if you're on an airplane, basically, and you got like it's a 3 section right there, basically, but there's no armrest.
Yeah. Is the camera working?
Yeah, the camera's on.
Like, so is it going to be a video or is it just going to be audio?
Video.
All right.
Yeah. So
So they can't see that then?
No, because it's too close.
Right there.
Yeah, they won't be able to see it. So when you were in shape, was there any type of like cross training, or actually, I take that back. Supplement wise, did you take anything? Actually, right now you're taking Infinite. We try to take, I should say, when we ride.
Yeah, I'll take that for when we ride. But I've been taking the Rhino stuff.
Oh yeah, you like it?
lately. Yeah. I take it and my son takes it.
It's not cheap.
No, I do like the electrolytes, the pre-workout, and then the protein. So, the electrolytes, it's crazy. It really does work. That stuff works. So, actually, so the electrolytes, they 100% work, and then also the Infinite, their stuff for mountain biking.
Yeah.
That definitely works too.
Dude, I love, like, so they have, I take the Infinite Speed, which I love. Like, I swear, I guess I shouldn't say that, but I've never taken Adderall, but I promise you, it's like, it keeps me so focused.
You want some?
It keeps me so focused on the trail, and I feel like I ride better. When I don't ride it, I feel like I'm sluggish, and I'm not as focused, like, if there's some kind of weird section. So, but then Infinite has another one that's like for like your high endurance, and I've taken that, and then it just upsets my stomach. And I asked them about it, and they said, yeah, that's more for runners or somebody else, because like when you're mountain biking, you're just shaking your body more, like it's getting worked up. That sometimes it causes like, it just kind of like causes like almost like foaminess in your stomach. So I stopped taking that.
Like this carbonated drink. That's kind of weird because I would think you would shake more running.
Yeah, or maybe it's more desired for like road bikers or something.
Yeah.
They're just not moving.
That'd make more sense.
Yeah. So I haven't tried the Rhino. I know it's not cheap. Or what's the one that like
Arma.
Arma? I haven't tried that either. They're
Oh.
probably the same, right? Can't be too much different.
I don't know. Ryan Hughes is pretty crazy, so.
But it's just his name. There's another Ryan involved, right?
Yeah, I believe he partnered with somebody in that. I don't know the whole deal, but I think that's what happened. But yeah, Ryan Hughes, he's got the name.
Yeah.
So.
What about Hammer? Did you ever take any of their stuff?
Yeah, it was no good.
Really?
Me. Yeah, I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
So.
I used to take the Recover. Now I switched to Tailwinds Recovery, and I kind of like it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not gonna say it's any cheap or anything, but I don't know. It works pretty good.
Yeah. There's another one. I forget what the hell it's called. I've tried. I don't know. I can't think of it.
All right, so let's get into what we're both huge fans of. What's coming up is the Supercross, and well, we'll just start talking about some things. There's no like list, so we'll just start at the top. Tomac going to Yamaha. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I haven't been much of a Yamaha fan, but he definitely needed a change.
Yeah.
I think he'll be good. I've watched one of his videos, and they were talking about, I think he was like at least a second faster than when he was on his Kawasaki.
He said he likes it because it's wider and he can pinch it better.
Yeah. I mean, gripping the bike is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big part of riding a bike. But I don't know. I feel like he could probably win on anything.
Yeah.
It's just if he's going to be consistently winning, that's the thing.
Right.
And those Yamahas have proven consistently to be in the front. So.
Well, they asked him when he was riding against Ferrandis and then Plessinger before he kind of like got hurt or fell off. I think he got hurt in the outdoor season. He's just kind of like, damn, those bikes are just flying. And I think he felt like, I'm giving this Kawasaki everything it has.
Yeah. Even the Yamaha 250, they're just fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Yamahas freaking, I don't know. They just seem to be faster than all the other brands.
Well, what's crazy it was like factory Yamaha, and then what are they called now? They're not called factory Yamaha. We just talked about it before we started. Star.
Yeah, Star Racing.
So Star comes in like, hey, they basically cleaned house in a sense. A few guys, and then in the next year they got Supercross 250, and then Dylan on the 450 winning championships in less than a year, basically. So they said they dropped 7 pounds on the bike as well.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Damn.
I don't know like mechanics more of a bike than probably you do by any means, but 7 pounds seems like a lot.
Yeah, it'd be hard to find 7 pounds because their bikes they're running are way lighter than production bikes anyways.
Yeah.
So, and then they got to be close to the limit because there's a weight limit. So they got to be.
Oh, you can't go under a certain weight?
Yeah, you can't go under.
Really?
Yeah.
What about over?
Yeah, you can go over.
Yeah, buddy, good luck.
Like, even like the OEM, there's like a wide range of weight. Like, from the Suzuki to probably the KTM, there's probably 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, the Suzukis are trash.
They
got Kickstarter still.
Yeah, how are they still around?
I think they're all running leftovers.
I mean, I'll tell you what, the whatever is it, the Ice T team, I can't think of that name.
Oh yeah, Twisted T.
Twisted T. I mean, people seem to like, they got Bogle now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they might still have Heartrath or something. I'm not sure their whole team set up, but props to them still hanging around. I mean, they're like the only team.
Yeah. So who did they had? Max Anstey. He left.
Yeah, he went to. Did he go to?
With Justin Brayton, right? Or
no, I thought he went to the KTM team. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. The
BTO Sports.
Yeah.
Is it BTO Sports?
No, it's just Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain ATV.
So
it used to be BTO Sports.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
COVID's got me fucked up.
So Tomac, do you think he's a contender now on a Yamaha and Supercross?
Yeah, I think so. It's just he is so up and down.
Yeah.
Like when he's on, there's nobody faster, but then he gets to like a 8th place position speed, and that's where he stays.
Yeah.
So he's up and down, but I'd say, I don't know, there's so many fast guys. I'd say Cooper Webb's probably going to be one to beat this year.
So here's the Cooper Webb thing that is basically Cooper Webb summed up, and people will probably argue whatever, I don't care. Summed up in real quick. It's his corner turn down. Like that's where he gets everybody. He can come into a corner and basically turn down and get going again, which you don't see a whole lot of guys do. They kind of maybe ride the berm mid or high. He can cut it faster down, and I feel like that's basically him in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's fast.
Yeah, he does do that a lot, and I think it benefits him a lot because he'll cut across ruts and stuff doing that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to deal with those. And then he's super lightweight.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to carry as much momentum through the corners. But yeah, it works good for him.
Yeah. The thing about Cooper though is, so the last 2 years he was with Alden Baker, and for people who don't know, he's basically the trainer of all trainers in the motocross supercross scene. So he left him to go train somewhere else. And you said who it was?
I believe Michael Byrne's training him now. I heard Mike Byrne left the Rocky Mountain ATV team.
Okay.
And he's training Cooper Webb.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I'd never checked to see if it's true. But.
So besides Tomac, who never trained with Baker, has anybody left Alden Baker as a trainer and then still won? Villapoto?
Say yes. Stewart, or let's see. Yeah, didn't James win after he left him?
Maybe. I mean, James won last 09, which is last year, on that Sam Manuel, the Indian brand.
San Manuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see when Anderson won his championship, was he with Alden or no?
Yep, and then he left, and then he just went downhill.
Villapoto, I don't remember.
So that's always a question. People are like, oh, I think sometimes these riders might think, oh, I've learned everything from him, I'll just take it on my own. But I don't know. That always works out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
But so do you think Cooper Webb is still a contender for defending his title, even though he's got a new trainer?
Yeah. He's I don't know. He's got something special, like where he wants it bad. Like he won't stop until.
Dude, what about that race? I don't know if it was Daytona or Atlanta, where Kenny was like out front by like forever, and then he went down, and then just Cooper smelled blood in the water, and he's just like, I got you.
Yeah. That's not the one where he flipped him off or did he flip him off?
No, that was like 2 years ago, right?
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But this was an outdoor.
He's done that a few times then.
Yeah.
It's like
they do not like each other.
I don't know. I think they're all right now. But yeah, there's been a few times where Cooper's just ran down Roxon from far back.
Yeah.
Where you're like, Roxon's got it in the bag. But no, Cooper Webb just keeps pushing and runs him down, wears him out, passes him.
Yeah. I mean, I do like watching Tomac come from behind, but you almost think it's always going to happen on an outdoor track like Daytona or Atlanta last year was at the outdoor track, their NASCAR track. But then, man, sometimes he just sticks in 8th and he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it is, because he's crazy fast.
Yeah. So who would be your top 4 contenders?
I'd say for sure.
No, I want to make sure. Not points, just like
top 4.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's tough to say. Yeah.
Any order. definitely Cooper Webb. Eli Tomac.
Like,
I
you can
like.
see them winning it all. Like, I can't see Roxon winning it all.
No, me either. I could see the other two Yamaha guys. I'd say Aaron Plessinger, and then.
Oh, he's on KTM now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it's still Aaron, and then Fernandez. Yeah. So Tomac, Webb, Plessinger, Fernandez.
No AC?
Shit.
It's tough, man. The field's so deep, so deep. I think Marvin's Supercross only contract. I don't think he's up there.
He'll have a few good rides.
But maybe it's like pressure off of him. He's like, hey, I don't have to do outdoors. I can just train for this.
Damn, AC. Who would I... Let's see. For the championship, man, I have to keep Plessinger in there because he's a local.
Local boy.
Yeah. I'd get rid of the French guy, I guess. I'll throw him out and put AC in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be my top 4. But yeah, I don't know. What about you?
It's hard not to until Tomac like falls off. It's hard not to put him in there. Ferrandis, I don't want to put in there yet because he didn't do so good in Supercross last year. He was maybe top 8 in points. He wasn't that great.
Didn't he? Who won the championship?
In the 450?
Yeah.
It's Cooper.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking Fernandez won the
Outdoor. So I put Tomac, Cooper. I'll put AC, and then I put AP top 4. Like Barcia starts good, and then he falls so far though. He's like yeah, and then he just teeters off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So it's like, and it's weird. These guys, you never know. Like the first week tells you nothing. Actually, the first 4 weeks tell you nothing, and then unless it's crazy, unless one guy just wins them all, but yeah, you just don't know for like 5 or 6 races in.
Yeah, and then injuries could take somebody out fast.
Look at the Martin brothers last year. They're both going in their first race. So 250s is raced West Coast, East Coast. They're both on East Coast. 2 different teams, but they're both on their first. So the first one went out in the heat. The first one went out in the first turn or a couple turns. And the next one went out in the main event in the first turn.
Yeah.
Season done.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Martin was a favorite for the whole.
It's fast.
So it's crazy how fast it turns.
Yeah. I forgot about both of them going out in the same race.
Yeah.
That's some shitty luck.
You know, like, do you think your parents were like, oh my God, well, I guess I'll be home all year?
Yeah. So who do you got for 250s? I couldn't pick 4. But, and I don't
Well,
even
it's
know the
tough
coast.
because there's West Coast, East Coast.
Yeah. But
I don't know who's out there yet. So last year on the West Coast, I think it was Colt Nichols.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Before we go there, you know who might be an underdog this year is Chase Sexton as a 450.
450 guy.
Yeah.
I forgot all about him.
Forgot all about him.
He's so fast in Supercross too.
Smooth too.
Yeah.
But then he had 2 big blow-ups in the sand. Like one caught his face. Actually, both of them caught his face.
That was by the over-under, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Over-under.
And then there was from what I heard, there was like a triple. And he was training with James Stewart, and he's like, you can hit it. And he like cased it, and he like hit his face.
Yeah.
So what Stewart will get you when he's training you. I'll just tell you to hit it.
That guy's bad.
But yeah, Chase Sexton, man, I'll put him up there as about top 5.
I would too, but I don't know who I would. I don't know who I would replace him with.
So before we get back into 250s, Zach Osborne just announced today that he retired officially. I guess he could never get his back healed. So that kind of sucks. Zach was a good dude. Everyone liked him.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, won a 450 outdoor title, 250 Supercross title. Yeah, he's a little older than people think. He's like in his 30s.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he rode the MXGPs for a while.
Yeah. And he would ride hair scrambles. He would do the GNCC.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
He just likes to be on bikes.
Yeah, that's good. So what I heard from that is that's the reason why Plessinger now maybe you know more than I do, is why he went to KTM.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good theory. Is it true? I don't know if he's just going to pick up a off-road bike when he has a down weekend, you know?
Pleasanter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Talk to Scott. Let us know.
Yeah, let's call him.
So anyway, yeah, 250. Well, Jeremy Martin just got cleared to start riding again. So I don't know how good he'll be.
Yeah, isn't Alex Martin riding for...
He went 450. Club MX,
yeah,
I think.
Club MX.
Yeah.
Yamaha.
So 250. You got the Lawrence brothers.
What about... Yeah, the Lawrence brothers are freaking bad.
Yeah.
And then Joe Shimoda.
Joe Shimoda, I think, is coming on. What about the kid that basically gets hurt every year? Austin
Faulkner.
Yeah. He should be like 3 years in at 450 by now.
Yeah. I don't even think of him as a contender.
No, that guy used to be so good. And then, like, he was when Zach was in the 250, he was in the 250. And then, because Zach competed against him in the East or West, now Zach's moved on. Zach's already retired.
Yeah.
And he's still in the 250.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't look at him as a contender. I don't know. I guess Cameron McAdoo, maybe? I mean, he had some good races last year.
I think he could do good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some real good finishes last year. He did a lot better than I thought he would do.
Yeah. So, I think... and then in the Yamaha side, you got Cole Nichols coming back. Christian Craig does 250 Supercross, 450 Outdoors. So, he'll be back.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He's so smooth, Craig, but then, man, he just, like, hits like a rock, or he hits, like, then he's...
Yeah.
Messes him up.
Yeah. I don't know. He's smooth. I don't think he'll be a contender for the championship.
Right.
Maybe a race here or there. I'd say the guy to beat is going to be Jet Lawrence.
Yeah.
No matter where he goes, I'd say he's going to be the man to beat.
Think so?
Yeah.
You know I'm a huge fan of, but he never really like does. He does great, but then he also kind of like crashes. He's on the Husqvarna 250. Man, drive me nuts.
Jalik?
No. He rides so hard, like outdoors. He'll be like,
Hampshire.
Yeah, RJ.
Yeah.
Dude, I root for that dude so hard.
Like he turns it on.
Yeah, but then like one little nudge and he's down.
Yeah. He's fast.
God, so fast.
I don't like his riding style, but
it's kind of a bulldog style.
Yeah, he's just. It doesn't matter what his riding style looks like because he's so fast.
Yeah. What? So did you know he had in high school? He didn't get started till late.
Yeah.
He was like gonna play baseball.
Yep.
Crazy how that changes.
Good thing he didn't. No, he could be making millions. Instead, he's making a couple $100,000 on a dirt bike.
No, I think he's doing all right. I don't know, but he's so fun to watch because he has, dude, in an outdoor race this year, he went down twice and still came in second. He was flying.
Yeah, he is. He's fast. He's got heart too.
Yeah,
that's what it takes.
Yeah. So, I'll put RJ as a contender, but like just on the cusp as a pretender.
I don't think he's championship material, just because of the crashes and stuff. But he's definitely per race contender.
Yeah. So I was just thinking this earlier. Actually, I think this every year. We need to make like a trip to like Anaheim one for the first time, or somewhere. We need to go to out of town, but not like Indy. Arizona.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Do they have a race this year?
They
probably do.
I can look as you talk.
Yeah, they probably do. If they do, we need to go there, for sure.
Why do you say there?
Because I just went there for work. And it's my favorite place.
Did you go to that stadium? I've been to that. So I've been to. I was at Phoenix when someone took out Stewart or someone took out Reed. Can't remember. But yeah, I went to a Supercross race there.
That's one race I never went to. It was anywhere in Arizona.
So what do you think of you like the whole town though, regardless?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I could live there, cause it's just there's no grass really.
Yeah, a lot of gravel.
Red gravel.
Gravel grass.
So a guy that works, I'm friends with in Arkansas. He's from Arizona, and he's like, I won't go back. Snakes, coyotes, everything. It's just you don't have any grass. So let me look here as, shoot. What do you think? Okay, here we go.
I'd say yeah.
You say yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of holding up. Let's see. Yep, February 5th.
Let's go.
February 5th. I think that's the same time I'm supposed to do an Enduro. I'll look at that. I'll drive the van from Arkansas, and then when we get in there, we can just like have a podcast from there, from the parking lot.
How long of a drive is it for you? About?
That's gonna be like 15 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, screw that.
This thing's not bad to drive though. I drove 10 to get here.
Yeah, but 15 hours is
solo. So I drove back from Snowshoe this year for the World Cup. Back, not in this. I was in a pickup truck from Snowshoe back to Arkansas. It was 15 hours. So the first day, I was like, all right. I counted. My mind was there. I was like, all right. I'll just pull over in a rest area. I'll just sleep in the back of the truck. Not the backpack, but it's a crew cab. I'll sleep in that. Good. And then the next day, I had to start again. I was like, God, I just don't want to go anymore. And I still had like, I was literally 7 more hours to go. It was rough. Solo too, man. That's start talking to yourself.
I've done a lot of trips to Texas solo.
Oh yeah, from here?
Yeah, yeah.
How many hours is that?
I don't know.
That's forever.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
when you're young
driven to California by myself though.
You know who doesn't mind driving or doesn't even like the hours don't like register is Zach, our buddy Zach. He's like, yeah, I drove from California to Kentucky and I did it in 2 days. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I did like 15 each day. Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, whew, man.
My buddy Forrest Buller, who owns that Rocky Mountain ATV team, he drove from Miami, Florida to Bright, Indiana. We loaded up my stuff, went from there to Las Vegas. He drove the entire time, never stopped, didn't sleep. So Miami to Bright to Vegas, no sleep.
Has he got a little like white powder friend or what?
I don't know, man. I didn't see it if he did.
Jeez, oh Pete.
But yeah, that was wild.
There's also those people who don't like other people driving. They have to be in control.
Yeah.
So they're just like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I get like that sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Where people like get squirrely and like, never again.
Yeah, like my sister driving, nope. But then there's other people if they're driving. What I've known I'll do if I just look at my phone, I'm like, all right, you're on the road, cool. I'm just gonna look down, and I'm gonna trust you. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna trust you.
Yeah, I get like that with Brittany sometimes. She's a shitty driver.
You think it's I'm not gonna say it. A woman thing?
Yeah, I think it's something to do with females.
Yeah, I've been with my sister. I was like, watch out. She's like, she rides that like road line, like the yellow line. I'm like, you have all this room to go middle. Why are you over here that we're about to go off the edge? She goes, no, there's plenty. I go, no, we're about to die.
Yeah, they hit the rumble strips and act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But if you hit the rumble strip, it's over.
Over.
Get off your phone. Pay attention. Not even on my phone.
Well, hey, man, thanks for coming on. Anything we could talk about anything. We don't have to hang it up. Anything you want to mention? You know what we should do?
We should talk about the seating arrangements.
Well, so it's me driving. I don't know.
I think I got shotgun.
Okay. And then
we're putting Steve in the middle.
Steve, yeah. At least on the way back, because he'll drink liquor. After we ride, he'll drink liquor at the bar because we're going to stop.
Yeah.
And I'll just take a shot. So he'll definitely be middle on the way back.
And then Jake's got to have one of those seats.
Yeah.
And then who else?
Kevin.
Well, okay, who else?
Kevin go underneath her.
He's back here because we want 3 big guys.
Joby. I'm sorry, Joby.
Joby, okay. We want them guys all sitting close.
Yeah.
Del can be in the back.
Yeah.
But, I'm kind of excited for the trip.
Yeah, it's going to be a good trip.
I'm actually a little worried about the lungs.
Look, okay, whoever's listening to this and whoever knows Metz, Don't let this man fool you. We went to Knoxville last time. He's like, guys, I'm out of shape. And we were riding with a guy who was pretty, like, Brady's in good shape, you know?
Yeah.
And you were on, every time we went to climb a hill, you were right with him talking to him. And I'm back there just huffing and puffing. I don't know what your out of shape is, but your out of shape might be my in shape.
I was drafting it. That's what it was. He was pulling me. No, I don't know. I think I was just having fun that day. It was a good day.
Yeah.
But
Baker's is fun.
Yeah. Knoxville's awesome.
Yeah. All around.
The mountain biking down there is just fun. They
And
got
growing.
Rock down there. And
Yeah.
Baker's. So.
You want to plug your wife's print company?
Oh yeah, Chasing Paisleys.
Yeah.
If you need any screen printing done.
Yeah. How do they find it?
Instagram is the easiest.
Chasing Paisleys?
Yeah, Chasing Paisleys. Yeah, it's her little screen printing gig. Actually, it's ours because I do it with her. But I let her do all the talking because I suck at that. I'll just be,
We just talked for an hour.
Yeah, I know. I'm just a worker. But yeah, check out the Instagram, follow it, whatever. Make her happy.
Yeah.
Order something, I don't know. Basically, we just have been doing stuff for businesses, work shirts and stuff like that. I want to do some shirts, just, some of our brand shirts or whatever. But I just don't have free time to come up with nothing.
Yeah.
So.
You'll get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Once you get moved in, you're like, all right, now what? And then you'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, the winter is so unmotivating. Like
unmotivating.
I get home, it's starting to get dark. I'm like, I guess I can go to bed. But
how does 1 hour change seem like 3?
I don't know. Well, the day is shorter. So.
I mean, I get it, but it's like they change it and then boom, you just lost 3 hours.
I know. It happens fast.
I know. Well, all right, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me at your house and having me skyline all that.
Yeah.
Appreciate
no problem.
I'll see you on Friday.
Friday it is.
All right, man. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for listening. As always, I appreciate it. See ya.